Hi, Jeff Williams here once again with another how-to, and today I'm going to be taking a look at how to do a simple installation on this tail wheel. This is the muscle bipe that's coming out from Legacy Aviation, and we've already got the main gear installed. We don't put the rudder on just yet. I'm actually putting this on first so that I can make sure that when I do put the rudder on, I'm right up against this and there's no large gaps. So you could trial fit it on there and then put it on later, but I like to go ahead and get it up on its legs, and consequently it's really not mandatory to go one way or the other. But for today we're gonna go with this first. And so there are no pre-drilled holes down in here. So what I'm doing is I'm just centering this bar here left to right. Then the critical part is not only that, but this part right here, okay? This pivot point must be divided half and half each side of this very aft hinge line, okay, right here. And I'm gonna bring this in to give you a good look. Let me turn this airplane around so you can hopefully see. I'll bring the camera in here and give you a good view of what exactly it is that we're looking for. Okay, so you can also see I taped the tail wheel in place there, and that just helps me to keep it stationary while I'm working on it. And so now you can see I got it perfectly, you know, up on this metal, right on down, so that when it pivots right on the back of that hinge line. And eventually what will happen is this little wood screw will go down through this, and it'll be this little guy right here is the one that goes down in there, and he'll go in from the bottom and up into the bottom of the rudder. Now, the other two screws that come with this assembly are these right here. And they got like a washer head on them, and they're going to go in these two slots here. And the way I'm going to do that, let me back this out just a tad and get it back up here. We'll set it up so we can work on it once again. And okay, so right here and here are these holes, and now that I've got it centered left to right, back and forth, I'm going to take this centering drill. This is actually a Great Plains centering drill. Just put it right there, and I'm not going to go all the way down. I'm just going to make a little bit of a hole, and the reason why is because the screws are not a lot bigger diameter than this drill bit. So I don't want to waller out the holes. I want a nice tight fit because it's a wood screw type fit. Okay, so I got that set. Now, the way I'm going to really get it to secure down in there is I'm going to go ahead and get my appropriate Phillips screwdriver. In this case, I'm actually using a number 1, and I'm going to blow out that little bit of dust in there, and I'm going to take CA, and I'm going to drop some CA down in that hole there, and then I'm going to immediately follow it with this screw, so that the screw goes down in that fresh thin CA, and it'll kind of lock this down in there. Yes, it will come out if you actually have to need it to, but it locks it in there real nice, okay? Really, really nice. And I'm just putting it on there just finger tight, and then about 1/4 of a turn, and that should keep it in there pretty good. I'm going to do the same back here. I think probably you guys remember me talking about this on the CA hinges if you've watched that video, and you see how important it is to have that tip on the end of your CA bottle, because it really comes in useful to get that glue exactly where you want it. So we'll get this on down, and I can feel that CA trying to grab it already, but I just once you get it in there, just keep it moving, get it down nice and finger tight, about 1/4 of a turn, and then you're good. And then I'm going to come in here and very gently I'm even taking an X-Acto here to get this tape started. So I don't want to put any, there we go. And take the tape off, and voila, now we have a tail wheel assembly. And let's take a look at this thing. We got her up on her legs now, and she's looking beautiful, coming right along. This Muscle Bipe is just a fabulous airplane, a new one being offered. And wow, hey, that looks great. We're coming right along with this project. Hope you're building a Muscle Bipe too, and enjoying this video, and there's more to come on future steps. Thanks once again for purchasing your Extreme Flight Legacy Aviation product.